Guys, so today I am going to be making like bacon cheeseburger pie, I guess you could say. I've got a pound of ground beef. If you want to make it bigger, you can use 2. I would definitely suggest that because I made one with a pound yesterday and there's nothing left. My husband legit ate it. What you're going to need is a pound of ground beef, some shredded cheddar, about 2 cups, 3 eggs, half a can of tomato paste, salt and pepper, green onions for garnish, and some heavy cream. We also have some onions and garlic here already chopped up, ready to go, and some, probably going to murder this word, Worcestershire sauce, however you say it. I use that Leah and Perkins Worcestershire sauce. Once again, I murdered the word, guaranteed. But that is... We had the reduced sodium in my fridge, so that's what we're using. That stuff. Don't know how to say it right. Maybe someday someone will teach me. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get your pan nice and hot. And you want to throw your ground beef in there. And obviously you want to break it up. I definitely suggest adding some salt and pepper. Because, you don't want it to taste bland on you. Now, once you get this all broken up and it's starting to brown, you are going to mix up your eggs with a few other ingredients. And I'll show you that as soon as we get this browned. So let's just work on that for a minute. While it's browning, you do want to throw your onions and your garlic in there so that way they get nice and cooked with the meat. You got to remember, onions are carby, and for some people they're a no-no. They definitely are like not on everyone's list. You don't have to add them. You can always do something else. Maybe a powder or something, but those are even worse, I think, because they've got all that caking, all those anti-caking ingredients in them that is like all hidden carbs. So, I mean, if I'm gonna do that, I'd rather just use the real deal. Plus, I mean, it's onions. It's not like you're sitting here eating potatoes or something. Definitely do not eat potatoes. You have parsnip chips, which are amazing, or I can make scalloped parsnips or scalloped radishes with cheese and stuff. That stuff's awesome too. But we'll get to that another day. So you just want to work on mixing everything up. The reason I mix it up so much is because I don't know if you guys have noticed, I like to cook on high heat. It's probably not the best thing. I'll probably lower this a little bit in a second. Once you see it starts getting worked out there, you start getting ready to mix your other ingredients, which I will do for you in just a sec. Let's just get this browned a little more. Once your ground beef is almost completely cooked through, nice and browned, you can drain some of the grease. I probably will do that. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see in a minute. You can start cracking your 3 eggs. And you can add your half a can of tomato paste. And some heavy cream. You want to say just under a 1/4 cup, roughly. Now, that Worcestershire sauce you can add to your beef at this time, since it's pretty much cooked at this point. Although you might have wanted to drain your grease a little before you do that, because you do want the flavor there. I'm going to drain this a little bit and then add some more, because that was my fail. So I will be back in just a second while I do this. Okay. Now that I've drained that a bit, I mean, it's still a little juicy, but it's not too bad. I'm going to just put a little more because I may have lost just a bit of it. to give it a nice little kick. Now, something I do normally, which I don't think I have any right now, or I would, is I add like dill relish. But I don't have enough to really do that, so I'm not going to put it. Because, I mean, I like pickles on my cheeseburger. So I usually buy, right now I have sweet relish, which I'm not going to do. But I usually get like one of these little jars of, you know, already made. And I just, you know, throw some dill relish on there so it gives it that, you know, that burger with pickles and stuff flavor to it. So once you've got this nice and browned, you've got your eggs, your tomato paste, your heavy cream, and you're going to mix this all up. You're also going to put about half your cheese. Remember, you're using about 2 cups of cheese for this recipe. So you want to make sure this is nice and mixed up. It's going to take a minute or two because that tomato paste is kind of thick. But you're going to get all mixed up thoroughly. And then you're going to add your cheese and finish mixing that up. Or you can add your cheese while it's mixing, which I might just do. I'm going to throw a nice handful of cheese in there, roughly about a cup. You're just going to get everything really mixed up well. What you're going to do now that this beef is all cooked all the way through, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350. And also, I like to use this pot because it's big, so there's less of a chance that I'm going to get all kinds of food all over my stove. Because I tend to get food all over my stove. So I'm going to use this cake pan here. You can use whatever square pan you have. But I'm going to just turn this heat off. And I'm going to pour my ground beef into this pan. And I also did mention we were going to have bacon with this. I keep cooked bacon in the fridge. Like, I chop it up and cook it. And it's always in my fridge because my daughter tends to eat bacon. My kids love bacon. My husband loves bacon. Everybody eats bacon in my family. So since we all seem to dog bacon so much, I keep bacon ready to go in the fridge. I don't cook it all the way because they end up microwaving it. So you're going to throw, about 3 to 4 slices of bacon cut up and crumbled, roughly. And then you're going to pour this fun mix on top. I know it doesn't look super appetizing right now, but just wait till it's done and you taste it. It's going to be amazing. Normally I would have put garlic powder or something, but I like using real garlic and real onions, like I said before, but you can use the powder. So what you want to do is get all that mixed up really well with the meat. Once everything is mixed up really well, you are going to top it with cheese and some more bacon. You can't go wrong with bacon. And you are going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. 30 to 35 minutes at 350. If you do 2 pounds of this, you might want to add a good 5 to 10 minutes more. But remember, everything's already cooked except the eggs, so that should still cook in about the same amount of time. But yeah, so you mixed it up, evened it out, leveled it out. And then I'm going to toss. Oh, my pan is melting. My cheese is melting because it was on the stove where an oven is on. So my cheese is a little softer than I would have liked because it's sitting over here. But pretty much You want to cover it with cheese. I have some more in here that's a little harder. I keep shredded cheese in the fridge too. You want to spread it out, make sure it's pretty evenly covered. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect because once it melts, it's all gonna like become a nice shell. We love cheese in my house, so I just kind of made that happen there. And then you're gonna top with some more bacon crumbles. And when it comes out of the oven, you'll garnish with some green onion and it'll be done. So you'll see the finished product in just a second. Now this is going to pop in the oven for 30 minutes at 350. Back, it's been 30 minutes. I just pulled this out of the oven. I did garnish it with some of that green onion that we had. As you can see, that looks absolutely delicious. Now I am going to dig into it so you can see how it turns out. Just give me a second while I pull this because I only have 2 hands. So as you can see right there, it's still really hot because it is done. And I am going to, well, let me grab something to do this with so I'm not being like super ghetto and doing this with my hands. But as you can see, it's cooked all the way through. That's that cheese oozing. And it's like a nice little pie there for you. No, this is absolutely delicious. And there you go. It's like bacon cheeseburger casserole. Or bacon cheeseburger pie, whatever you want to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And don't forget to let me know how you liked it in the comments. And if you made any tweaks that made it better, I'd love to hear them. Till next time.